What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Alexis and I cover all kinds of fragrance and beauty content. So if that is something you're interested in, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. I recently went on Dossier's website and saw that they had some dupes of some newer fragrances. One of my vlogs from this summer, I actually went to a pop-up event that they had here in New York City. And ever since then, I was just very curious about some more of their newer scents and just some other things that I have seen popping up. Living in New York City is not cheap, so I cannot be constantly splurging on the designer niche fragrances like I was in the past. So I'm very excited about some of these, and hopefully we have more hits than misses. With all that being said, I have 12 Dossier Scents here, and we're gonna just jump straight into it. Okay, now if y'all saw the vlog I was just talking about when I went to the event, I'm gonna just include these three in this haul, but I have had these for a little while. So the first one is going to be floral marshmallow, and you guys can already see she has a cute little dent in her. This is not my first time having this. I've gone through multiple bottles of this, and at this point, as you guys can see, I will probably be emptying this soon. But if you did not know, this is a dupe for Love Don't Be Shy by Killian, and I just have to say that I think it's a perfect spot on dupe. I don't know if anyone else has smelled any differences, but to me, I get tons of compliments anytime I wear this. This is such a nice, warm, syrupy, sweet, sexy marshmallow fragrance. This just smells like a woman to me. It just smells like femininity in a bottle, truly. For someone who likes sweet things. You have to like orange blossom, but if you do and you like marshmallows, it's a little powdery, it's a little candy sweet. I just absolutely love this, y'all. So if you are a fan of the Love Don't Be Shy DNA, I definitely think this is one worth picking up because I have repurchased it tons and tons of times. If you are unfamiliar with Dossier, their dupes are usually very, very spot on and super, super affordable. So you are literally paying a fraction of the price of what you would pay. And this video is not sponsored, by the way, just throwing that out there. But yeah, so floral marshmallow, she has top notes of marshmallow, neroli, bergamot, middle notes of orange blossom, honeysuckle, jasmine, and orris, and base notes of amber, vanilla, and musk. So a lot of my favorite notes. So that just explains why I like this one. So if you are a fan of those sweeter floral scents that lean slightly gourmand, I definitely think floral marshmallow she's just a tried and true for me. She's a tried and true. All right, the next one, this is actually one that I was gifted for free for attending the event. This is the floral sandalwood. So this one is dupe for MFK's amyris femme. So this one has top notes of pear, tangerine flower, and violet, middle notes of amyris, orris, and jasmine, and base notes of vetiver, musk, amber, and sandalwood. I can go ahead and tell you guys right now, I know for sure I'm decluttering this one. I've already sprayed it a couple of times, and while it does smell nice, this is just not a scent profile that I typically go for. I cannot say that this is or is not a spot-on dupe for amyris femme. Knowing the quality of scents that Dossier produces, I'm pretty sure it is, but this is just not my scent preference, not merely my scent profile. It just has a very strong, like, what is that? I want to say it's probably the amyris, the jasmine, and the violet mixing together for me, because it just opens very sharp to me, and even as it dries down and smooths a little bit, it just has a very classic, I don't want to say dated, but it just has that very classic white floral scent that like a more mature woman would wear. This is something that I could see a more mature executive. I believe I said when I first picked this up in that vlog, I think I said it smells like something a woman in Congress would wear. Like, it smells nice, but it just smells very serious. It's giving a more mature woman, again, that's been in her career for 50 years. That is what it smells like to me. And this is just not something that I would like, but this would be a bomb scent for a mom, for a grandmother, for an older auntie, just those maternal figures in your life that just have that very serious aura about them. You know what I mean? Like this fragrance takes itself way too seriously for me. So that is why I'm not personally a fan of it, but I can see it for any of the above mentioned. Floral sandalwood, unfortunately, she's not for me. She will be getting decluttered in my next fragrance declutter video. Next one, this is one of the Dossier originals from the wedding collection. This one I did pick up from the actual event as well. I smelled it on myself. I really liked it, and I'm typically not a lavender girly. Honestly, I don't want to say my mind has changed on this, but I don't like it as much as I did when I first picked it up. So this one has top notes of neroli, salted caramel, hazelnut accord, middle notes of orange flower, lavender, and violets, and base notes of patchouli, vetiver, vanilla, and ambroxan. So let's respray her. I'm gonna just spray these in the box because it's just easier than getting See, the opening of this I really like, y'all, because I get the salted caramel, I get the hazelnut. It's the creamiest, nuttiest hazelnut, and it smells bomb. But I think as this dries down, y'all, and I get more of the lavender, the patchouli, the vetiver, and the ambroxan, this is technically a unisex fragrance, but for me, those notes mix in a way that turns very masculine on me. And so I am forced to layer this. It's like I almost wish the top notes lasted longer and it just stayed a little bit sweeter throughout the fragrance, because I find that as it dries down, I just don't love it as much. But this smells very niche, very like designer. Like this almost kind of gives me YSL Lieb vibes, but with an added creamy, nutty factor in that salted caramel, which don't really last. So I love Libre Intense and Le Parfum because they have some richer, added, sweeter notes, but I'm not a fan of the OG Lieb. So this kind of is in that same territory with the way that the lavender is done. So I may possibly be getting rid of this one too. It smells very luxe and very nice, and I did want to play around with it this fall and winter, but honestly, every time I smell it and it starts to dry down, that lavender, it just really bugs me. And unfortunately, I'm just not really a lavender lover. That is one of the scent notes for me that is more times than not a miss and not a hit. And if that wasn't in here, I would absolutely love this. I'm probably going to declutter this one too, but I personally think this would smell amazing on a man. Right. Oh my God, what happened here? So this next one is the Fruity Honey. And honestly, y'all, I'm kind of mad at myself for buying this because I feel like I had this at one point and then I decluttered it. But this is the dupe for Jo Malone's Nectarine Blossom and Honey. So this one has top notes of blackcurrant, green leaves, middle notes of honey and nectarine, and base notes of peach and vetiver. And since I was just talking to y'all about lavender, for me, honey is another note that can go wrong for me if it's done in a very what's the word I'm looking for? If it's done closer to like that musky, natural smelling honey, I typically don't like how it smells on me. But if it's more of a sweeter, syrupy, sweet, like artificial honey smell, I usually like it. I feel like I tried this one time and I did not like how the honey was on me, but let's see. We're going to spray it in the box because I'm not sure about this one. Oof. Okay, yeah. Very juicy green peach, like the fuzzy peach skin. And I'm definitely getting that honey smell. So, and also the nectarine. Like, this is just giving me very nice, fresh, sweet spring fragrance, honestly. Or this would also probably be really good for the gym. So yeah, this fragrance does not stink, but I know for what I personally like, and for especially things that have a honey note, I don't like how the honey is done in here, but I do still think this smells really, really good. And this will be a bomb spring summer scent, bomb gym scent, bomb everyday office scent. Like, this is a very likable, agreeable scent. I just personally don't like how the honey and the musk mix in here together for me. So for that reason, I'm probably going to declutter this one. I know I'm literally just like, oh, I'm going to declutter 3 of these, but I think the rest of these are all pretty good, y'all. So just have all the ones that I don't like in the beginning for some reason. But yeah, that is Fruity Honey, the Jo Malone Nectarine Blossom and Honey dupe. Again, nothing necessarily wrong with this one, but for my personal scent preferences, I just prefer a more syrupy, sweet honey and not something that smells super like natural, if that makes sense. So yeah. All right, y'all. Now this is one I know for sure I have not smelled before. This is a newer one to their collection, I believe. Yeah. So this is Fruity Peony, and it is inspired by Giorgio Armani's Privé Pivoine suzhou eau de toilette. Hopefully I said that right, girl, but if I didn't, I'm sure somebody in the comments is going to correct me. This one has top notes of raspberry, pink pepper, and mandarin, middle notes of peony and rose, base notes of musk, patchouli, and amber. So let's see, girl, because I have not smelled this one. I also just really love these atomizers. They're really, really good. Okay. See, this is nice. This is very nice, y'all. This is kind of giving me the Jo Malone fruity honey vibes, but without the honey. It has that very crisp, refreshing, fruity note, but then the musk that's in here is making it almost like a sweetened second skin. This smells really good. It also kind of has that powdery quality about it, like almost that cosmetic-y vibe. And I wonder if that's okay. Pink pepper. Yeah, I think the pink pepper can kind of like lean a little powdery to me sometimes, but this smells really nice. Very brunch, daytime. You have on a very pretty dress. Also, this is another office friendly scent. If you like scents like Chanel, Chance Otandra, or Bath & Body Works like Gingham Gorgeous, it's kind of giving me that vibe, just those really pretty fruity florals, you know what I mean? So yeah, this smells very, very nice. This is very much a scent I personally would wear to church because it's not like super serious. It still has some sweetness to it, but it's also very airy and carefree and just nice. So I like this one. This is definitely a very agreeable scent, and I think a lot of the girlies who like fruity florals would be a fan. All right, y'all. The next one, I kind of wanted to save this one for last, but I've already grabbed it at this point, so whatever. So this one is the Ambery Oakwood. So this is the one that I was the most excited about because this is supposed to be a dupe for Killian's Angel Share. So top notes of cognac, cinnamon, and candied fruits. Middle notes of oakwood, coffee, and myrrh, and base notes of tonka bean, vanilla, cistus, and praline. So if you guys are fans of Angel Share, let's see what this is giving, because I was the most excited about this. Like, let's see. You know what, you guys? To me, yes, this is giving dupe of Angel Share, but if you are one of those people that finds Angel Share to be a little bit too bold and in your face, but you still like the scent profile of it, you would like this, because this is giving me kind of a scaled back version of Angel Share, but I also can see this getting darker and thickening up in scent the longer you have this, especially since this is one of their newer ones, because the same thing to me happened with the Ambery Cherry, which is the Tom Ford Lost Cherry dupe, and with Floral Marshmallow. Like, they all got stronger the longer that I had them, and like the juice got darker. So I can see that happening for this, because right now this is right on par with like Lattafa's Camera to me, where it's like a sweeter, smoother, less masculine version of Angel Share. So yeah, I think this is very safe for someone who is like, feels like Angel Share is too much, or someone who likes the Angel Share DNA, but you want something that scales it down a little bit, because I'm definitely getting the candied fruits. I'm definitely getting the cinnamon. It smells like a cinnamon fruit cake almost. Like, I know that sounds weird, but it smells really, really good. Perfect for this time of year, perfect for the fall, perfect for the winter. Yeah, this smells really nice, and I feel like I could douse myself in this and not give myself a headache. Like, I don't feel that way about Angel Share. So yeah, I think this is a win. However, if you are looking for a spot on Angel Share dupe when it comes to like strength and, you know, just projection, this is definitely not going to be that. But I think this is a safe blind buy for someone who likes the Angel Share cinnamony, boozy DNA of it, and you want something a little scaled back. So yeah. Okay, girl. Next we have Ambery Peach, since we were just talking about Tom Ford. I'm pretty sure this is a dupe for Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. Yes. So this is a dupe for Tom Ford Bitter Peach, which I can't say I am a lover of. There are dupes of Tom Ford's Bitter Peach that I like, but the original Bitter Peach I found to be a little too bitter. So we'll see. But this one has top notes of peach, orange, bitter almond, cardamom, middle notes of jasmine, Donna S, rum, vetiver, and base notes of patchouli, vanilla, oak moss, and tonka bean. So yeah, I don't know what it is about the OG Bitter Peach, but something in there is just a little too bitter, a little too green and like sour for me. So hopefully this does something for me. Okay. This is definitely smelling like bitter peach. Like, it is not as strong, but it definitely, I'm getting that bitter green almond in the opening with that very green, like fleshy peach, like a white peach. And then I'm getting the Donna, the rum, the vetiver, like as it's drying down, those more powdery, rich kind of, those more powdery, rich notes coming in. So is this one a love for me? Not necessarily, but I think that is because I'm not really a lover of the original bitter peach. So if you are a fan of bitter peach, you would probably like this, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think the notes are doing it for me in this one either. So this one might also be getting decluttered, unfortunately, but I wanted to at least try it because this is one of their newer ones. And like I said, if you are a fan of Tom Ford's Bitter Peach, you would probably like this one because it smells very similar. I just was not a fan of that scent, unfortunately. So far, we have 3 wins and 4 duds, so I'm getting a little concerned, but hopefully the rest of these are hitting. Let's see. So the next one we have here is Floral Berries. I'm pretty sure this is another Jo Malone dupe that I've had in the past. I just can't remember if I kept this one or if I decluttered it and if I liked it to begin with, but this is a dupe for Jo Malone's Peony and Blush Suede. This one has top notes of peony, red apple, berries, middle notes of rose, carnation, jasmine, base notes of suede accord, and musk. So honestly, I really love all of the notes that are in here. So let's see. I think this one might have been a win for me in the past. Maybe I emptied it or maybe I just gave it away for some reason. I don't know, girl. Let's see. Ooh. This is nice, you guys. This is nice. This is definitely more of a spring. I honestly don't know why I got all these spring fragrances, but girl, oh well. Like, maybe I'll just have to do another haul. We'll see. But this is definitely a very nice, likable spring scent. I'm getting the carnation. The carnation in there is giving it this kind of like almost a cosmetic-y, powdery like vibe to it, which I do really like powdery florals that smell like that. They still have some sweetness. But I'm getting, as soon as I sprayed it, I got the apple. It was a very juicy apple, very, very like refreshing, and it smelled really good. And also the berries and the peony adding just a very nice sweet roundness to it. And then as it's drying down, I smell the suede and the musk, which I love in like a lot of base notes. So I definitely really like this one. I don't know that it's something I'm going to wear a ton now since I am starting to reach for my more rich, deeper, woody, vanilla, gourmand scents, but this is a nice everyday errand scent, running to the grocery store, going, you know, to pick the kids up from school, going to the gym. Again, like, I would say this is maybe a couple steps up from a gym fragrance. Like, this does have that refreshing, fruity, floral vibe that I personally would wear to a gym, but I do feel like it smells a little bit nicer than that. So this is also giving me a likable first date scent as well, where you don't want to necessarily knock them out, like a day date or like a brunch scent. Like, that is what this smells like to me. So it smells really good, and if you like those types of scents, I definitely think this is one worth picking up. All right, y'all, we 4 and 4. We got 4 wins, we got 4 losses. Let's hope the rest of these are good, girl. Okay, next one we have here is Oud and Rose on Fire. This is one of the Dossier originals, and I want to say I smelled this at the Dossier event. And I didn't like it at first, but then when I got home, I kept smelling it on myself and I ordered it anyway. So this one has top notes of pink pepper, pear, and vegan honey. Oh God, vegan honey, girl. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all know how I am about honey. Let's see. Middle notes of rose, oud, and saffron, and base notes of vanilla, myrrh, musk, and plum. Lord, I literally just finished telling y'all, like, that natural honey smell and musk usually just don't work for me together. So let's see. Okay, you know what, y'all? This is sexy. This is sexy. To me, this smells like a Kayali fragrance. Like, this is what I would have liked the Kayali Rose Oud one to smell like, because this is very sexy. Now, You do have to like oud for this one, which I'm not going to say. I'm like somewhere in the middle. Like, I don't love or hate oud. I like it in some fragrances. I hate it in others. This is very nicely done. And the honey is not too much. If anything, the honey is just helping smooth everything together. But I get a very beautiful, almost kind of like a rose water scent. And then the oud, it just smells very grounding more than anything. It doesn't add any like funk or stank to it like some ouds can. And then the honey added in with the vanilla and the musk as it's drying down. This smells very good. This is also something that could easily be very unisex as well, but this is giving niche or like a Kayali scent. Like, this is very, very, I don't think this is blind buy safe at all, but if you like your Kayali scents, if you like your sexy rose and oud scents, you want something that's going to stand out and be unique, this is very, very nice. And this is giving something that would easily cost $300 or $400. Like, that is what this smells like. So really, really happy I got this one. Another one from the originals line that I wanted to try too. It's like a golden rum and amber or something. So my next, if I do another haul from them anytime soon, I want to try that one. But overall, I'm very pleased with this one. And I like this one a lot more than the other one that I'm probably going to declutter. All right, girl. Next one we have is ambery vetiver. What is this one a dupe of? Oh, this one, y'all. Okay. This one is a dupe of Byredo's Bal d'Afrique. This one has top notes of bergamot, lemon, buchu, middle notes of orange blossom, marigold, and violet, and base notes of vetiver, amber, and cedarwood. Let's see, girl, because I've never even smelled Byredo's Bal d'Afrique, so I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my God, this is a perfect dupe. But I want to say I did smell this one when it came because I was curious and I really liked it. Also love these tops, girl. Like, y'all hear that? I literally could do that all day. Okay, anyways. Yes, I love this. This smells like some sort of fancy luxury spa. Like, I can't even say this smells like one thing in particular. It just smells classy and spa-like with a touch of sweetness to it, but I can't say this is particularly floral or fresh or gourmand. Like, it's a nice mixture of all the three. Yeah, the bergamot and the lemon, like, it just gives a bright zestiness to it in the opening. And the orange blossom and the marigold, like, I don't know what in here is giving it. I want to say the orange blossom is probably adding some sweetness to it, but this just smells luxe and classy. So I would probably bet that this is a spot on dupe for Bal d'Afrique, but I can't say that since I've never actually smelled that. But this smells really, really nice, you guys. Oh, this smells classy. This smells like you're walking through Neiman's or something. Like, you are smelling those luxury high-end fragrances. Somebody just sprayed something in the aisle and it's not stank. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you can get hit with the wrong one. But this just smells luxe and classy and just, I don't know, girl. It's very hard that I'm at a loss for words in how to describe a fragrance, but it just smells very classy. So if you feel the same way about Bal d'Afrique, maybe this is a perfect spot on dupe. I don't know. You might want to check out, but I really like this. If I had to choose somewhere to wear this, I would definitely wear this to, like, for example, this past Sunday, I went to an orchestra, like a symphony. I would wear something like this to that, or this is definitely something I would wear to like a spa day or something like that. This is just very classy, but not like taking itself too serious, professional classy. It's just giving you have your ish together type of vibes and you're rich. That's what it smells like. So yeah, really, really like this one. Really like this one. Very happy. And this is also a year-round scent too. Like, this is not giving any particular season to me. This is definitely giving something that can be worn year-round. All right, this next one, another Jo Malone fragrance. And honestly, y'all, I don't know why I got all three of these Jo Malone fragrances because I was having a hard time remembering which of these I actually liked because I have had them before. One is a dupe for Jo Malone's English Pear and Freesia. So this is the floral pear. I hope I've been remembering to show y'all the bottles, but at this point, y'all know what they look like. Okay, so this one has top notes of pear, bergamot, watermelon, and rhubarb. Ooh. Rhubarb is another one of them notes for me, y'all, that can usually I hate it. So let's see. Middle notes of quince, rose, freesia, orange blossom, and base notes of woody notes, musk, and amber. Is it quince or quince? I always forget. And it's sad because I used to work at a Spanish restaurant where we sold the actual paste and I just can't remember. I'm sure somebody's going to correct me in the comments, girl. But let's see if I like this one, because rhubarb is one of those notes that I just usually don't like in scents. You know what, girl? I'm not going to lie. This does smell nice, but the fact that I can smell rhubarb in here ruins it for me, because rhubarb is just a note I don't like. I want to say it's in Marc Jacobs Perfect, and like that's one of the reasons why I don't like Perfect, but so many people like that scent. So my opinion may or may not mean much here, because I just don't like rhubarb. But this is another very classy spa-like refreshing scent. This is also definitely giving me spring, summer. I do get watermelon, but it's more of like the watermelon rind. Like it's very kind of mouth-watering and very aquatic in that way, where it just smells very watery. But the rhubarb is too green for me in here, and I'm not really a fan, unfortunately. So yeah. I don't know. I think the only one of this that the only Jo Malone Dossier, and it's not even just Dossier, it's just Jo Malone in general. From these three scents, there's only like 2 or 3 Jo Malone scents in my life that I've genuinely really loved, and that is the Peony and Blush Suede, the Scarlet Poppy, which I would love to see Dossier dupe Scarlet Poppy. Like I would love that. And there's one other one I can't remember, but yeah, unfortunately, the more floral forward ones, there's always something very off-putting in them, and for me it's the rhubarb in this one. So yeah, but I will say, you guys, my mom really likes this scent, and I want to say the last time I did have this in my collection, I tried it and I gave it to her and she emptied the whole bottle and was asking for another one. So this one very much might just go to my mother, honestly. But yeah, girl, the floral pear, she is just not for me. I do typically really like pear scents, but the rhubarb in this one, if you like Jo Malone's English Pear and Freesia, then you might actually like this. But I think that's just a scent, again, that I don't like. So this is another loss for me. Okay, y'all, this last one has to be a win, because this is a dupe of one of my favorite fragrances, and this is another newer one that they did. So this is the Ambery Jasmine. So this is a dupe for Valentino, Donna, born in Roma. And this one has top notes of blackcurrant, pink pepper, bergamot, middle notes of jasmine, white flowers, and base notes of vanilla, amber, and cashmere. So basically pretty much the same notes as Valentino, Donna, born in Roma, minus the vanilla bourbon note. But let's see, girl. This has to be a win. This has to be a win. And did I need it? No, because I have Valentino, Donna. Ooh. Girl, wait a minute. Because y'all know the big bottle of Valentino Donna, born in Roma, the 100 ml, she's a good 165. Babe, how many? This is 50 milliliters. Girl, get this. Do not spend all of your money on the Valentino, because this smells... Okay, hear me out. This smells like Valentino Donna, born in Roma, without that super peppery opening. Like this almost smooths out the pepperiness a little bit, because sometimes when I spray Valentino Donna, born in Roma, almost every single time I spray it, I have to sneeze, and then I'm like good after the first 5 minutes. But like something about the pepper, the pink pepper and the opening of that, like tickles my nose a little bit, and it's like, yeah, it's just one of those scents. But once it dries down, like absolutely love. This I did not have to do that with, and it smells literally almost identical, girl. I cannot speak to longevity, performance, and all of that, but honestly, all of my Dossier scents that I've loved in the past have had amazing bomb performance. So I would imagine that this one would be the same, girl. So yeah, we finished off on a high note, because Miss Ambery Jasmine, if you've never smelled Valentino Donna, born in Roma, it's just a very likable, perfumey scent. It does have a very familiar, recognizable DNA, because a lot of scents have that same DNA these days, but it's for good reason, because literally almost, I would say 80% of women that have tried Valentino, Donna, Born in Roma have said it's their most complimented fragrance and they love it. And I'm definitely in that 80%. So yeah, if you are looking for an easy reach perfume that you can literally wear for everything, like day to day, date night, going out, that is definitely a good one. And it's signature scent worthy for a lot of women. So anyways, y'all, that is it for this dossier review. I did have some that unfortunately did not work for me, so you guys will be seeing those in an upcoming perfume declutter. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want me to do another dossier haul, definitely let me know, because there are some other ones on the website that I'm eyeing right now that I may potentially want to try in the future. So yeah, I will of course have all of these linked in the description box as well if you are interested in shopping them. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.